Herringbone tile pattern is a classic design that adds a touch of elegance to any space, and it's simpler to achieve than you might think. Hi, I'm Annika, and this is how to lay a herringbone tile pattern. Let's get into it. Before tiling, make sure your surface is clean, level, and free of dust or debris. Uneven surfaces can affect the finish, so if needed, apply a leveling compound. Once your surface is ready, apply a tile primer and let it dry. Herringbone patterns require precise planning. To ensure your design is symmetrical, you need to measure and mark the center of your wall. You do this by measuring the center point, then drawing a plumb line down the center of the wall. Because a herringbone tile pattern involves laying the tile on a 45-degree angle, a lot of people trip up here by placing the corner of the tile on the plumb line. But if you do that, your center point will be off. Not so evident now, but it will be very noticeable when you get to the end of the wall. The reason being, this isn't the center point of your tile. This is the center. So when you twist the tile onto a 45-degree angle, you need this center point to line up with your center line. To get you started, you should now do a dry lay. Transfer your plumb line down onto a flat surface like this MDF board we have here. Now you have to find the center point of your tile. Measure the halfway point on the short edge of the tile, then take that measurement and mark it down on the long edge. These two dots are what you need to line up with your center line. Now, to ensure your tile is positioned at a 45-degree angle, take a square and place it along the bottom of your board and place your tile up against it, ensuring that the bottom point is in line with the edge of the board. From here, leave that tile there and get to work on your second tile. Slide your second tile up against the lower edge of the upper tile and in the opposite direction. Any overhang will need to be cut off using a tile cutter or angle grinder. Then follow the pattern by placing your next tile up against this one and again in the opposite direction, cutting off any excess tile. You will continue to do this until all that is remaining is a little triangle to finish. It's a good idea to mark where you're tiling up to. This will act as a guide. Now it's time to actually start laying the tiles. And don't worry about the adhesive covering the line we've just drawn, because we've got a tip to help. Rather than trowel the adhesive onto the wall, instead trowel it onto the back of the tile directly before lining it up and pushing it into place. Then, once you've finished this section, you can start troweling onto the wall. As you lay more tiles, step back occasionally to check the overall alignment of the pattern. Adjust as needed to ensure your design remains consistent and symmetrical. When you reach the edges of your space, you'll likely need to cut tiles to fit. Measure the required size and use a tile cutter for clean, precise cuts. Once the adhesive is dried, mix your grout and apply it with a grout float. Work the grout into the joints, holding the float at a 45-degree angle. Wipe away any excess grout with a damp sponge before it sets. After the grout has dried, apply a caulk followed by a tile sealant once dried to protect your herringbone pattern from moisture and stains. This is especially important for areas like kitchens and bathrooms. And there you have it, a stunning herringbone tile pattern that adds style and charm to your space. If you liked this video, make sure to check out our other instructional guides. We've got plenty of DIY advice online to help tackle your next project with confidence.